BYD isn't simply launching new models into the European market. The Seal, on the other hand, improves on BYD's offerings with rear-wheel drive, a large battery, a sleek aerodynamic design, and plenty of power. When purchasing a BYD Seal, you must decide between the single-motor design and the dual-motor excellence models. BYD's design team has been managed since 2016 by German design veteran Wolfgang Egger, previously of Audi and Alfa Romeo, giving the modern BYD lineup a unified, albeit somewhat bland, visual language. The smooth and aerodynamic saloon body is heavily influenced by the Model 3, but with slightly more detailed detailing, it manages to stand on its own. For such details, the Seal relies more on its marina moniker than prior BYDs. Look closely, and you'll notice some gills behind the front wheels and at the end of the sill, as well as some scales on the C-pillar. LED headlights come standard, although there is no matrix feature. They appear to be a hybrid of the current Tesla Model 3 and the Renaults of the 2010s, yet they are elegant and purposeful enough. Daytime running lights are incorporated into black panels. The Atto 3 and Dolphin both use BYD's specialized EV architecture, the E-Platform 3.0. However, the Seal's main drive motor is moved to the back. The Blade battery, as BYD calls it, is located in the middle. Unlike most other EV manufacturers, BYD designs and manufactures its own batteries. BYD understood that the Build Your Dreams script on the back of the Atto 3 and Dolphin was unpopular with European purchasers. Thus, it was removed from the Seal. It does make the rear end appear rather empty and featureless. BYD's approach to suspension tuning and interior design feels anti-Tesla, in a good way. Conversely, its reliance on a large screen is very Tesla, albeit without the subtle methods that make such a setup work. Prices for the single-motor Seal design begin, and typically conclude, at €53,600. Shadow green and indigo gray paint cost an additional €1,100, while the other hues are free and there are no other possibilities. The dual-motor excellence costs just €3,550 extra. BYD is not marketing itself as a low-cost solution. It is slightly less expensive than a similarly equipped Polestar 2 standard range or Hyundai Ioniq 6, but nothing compares to the Tesla Model 3 in terms of value. BYD has a more substantial guarantee than most competitors, up to 6 years or 93,650 miles, plus an extra 2 years for the drive unit and battery. The latter has also traveled up to 125,000 miles. There are steering tremors and weak driving aid capabilities, but the main fault is the screen, which has software that is not designed for mobile use. When you need it to operate everything from media to climate control and aided driving, it becomes a problem. The Seal, ignoring the slightly weird name that at least follows on from the Dolphin, probably based on the porpoise, is available in 2 configurations, rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, with ranges of 354 and 323 miles. The car with motors driving all 4 wheels compensates for its limited range with remarkable performance of 530 horsepower, as opposed to the more modest but still potent 313 horsepower of the rear-drive car. The inside impresses at first appearance, with excellent suede patches on the door panels, in particular, and attractive material choices throughout the cabin. However, there are a number of lesser elements in spots that feel like a missed opportunity, particularly the lever to open the door. Then there's the massive touchscreen, which allows the BYD party piece to rotate with the push of a button, depending on whether you favor landscape or portrait arrangement. The issues arise when you need to use the touchscreen on the go. Too many functions pass through the huge screen, and there aren't enough traditional physical buttons to make things easier. To make a single modification, such as turning off heated seats, you must tap 5 or 6 buttons before returning to the navigation screen using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.